I
about
didn't
it?
feel that Alexis was bitchy. I felt that Alexis was strong, and I think she was bitchy with other women. And I'm afraid, I hate to bring up the feminist movement, all getting angry. A lot of women are bitchy to each other. That's the way the cookie crumbles. It's and behind each other's backs. I didn't mind at all how my character was depicted. I liked it. I liked the fact that she was strong enough to control a boardroom, that she was, powerful enough to run oil companies and gold companies and all kinds of other companies. She was the female Donald Trump. She really was. And, you don't call Donald a bitch. I never did my own stunts. Gene Kelly told me early on in my career when I had to ride a horse. He said, don't ride a horse. Look at Ricardo Montalban. He was thrown off. He said, if you can get a stunt gal to do it, do it. And if you do your own stunts, you're putting a stunt gal out of work. So anytime there was a stunt, anything, I would say, I'm not doing it. Get Sandy. And I had Sandy, who was my stunt double, who looked very much like me, and same kind of legs and same height. And so she would do it. Well, the first time that I realized that perhaps my character was becoming rather popular is I was driving with my assistant Judy down Coldwater Canyon, and there was a station wagon full of little kids, and they were all looking out of the window. They were like 9 or 10, waving at me, and they were saying, Alexis, Alexis. I said, hi, kids, how are you? I said, Alexis, Alexis, we hate you. And I said to Judy, they hate me. She said, yeah, but look at the way they were all smiling. They really love you. And fans reacted always with huge smiles. We love your character. We just love your character. She's so great. I want to be like her. Do you know how many girls in their early 20s today are called Alexis? It became one of the most popular names of the early 80s, Alexis and Crystal. And I think one of the things that worked for Dynasty is the tremendous chemistry that all of the actors had with each other. Whether it was Crystal and Blake, or Blake and Alexis, or Alexis and her son, John James. There was a chemistry between everybody. It was great. I can understand, looking at that show, I can understand why people loved it, because each of the characters was brilliantly cast. And it was brilliantly written in the first 3 or 4 years, and it was very, very interesting. And also, none of those actresses, and God knows there were 6, 8, 10 actresses in it, we all looked different. You could never mistake one of us for another, which unfortunately I think today, I look at some, I don't watch them, I just say, which girl is that? Long blonde hair, no makeup, and the little thingy on. I find them very hard to tell apart. Alexis would be running a country. Where would Alexis be today? I think pretty much the same place that she was when we last saw her in 1992. I think she would be at the boardroom. I think she would be very interested in her children, who would now be, grown up. Children would be in their 40s, and she would have grandchildren in their 20s, and I think she would be training them to take over for her. I think she'd probably be married. I think she would certainly have stopped, using her sexuality to get things done. I think she would have decided that, she was past that. But I think she would still definitely be on the ball.